Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, there was a new update today for Halo MCC where Halo 3 actually got a lot of new armors added to it. And by a lot, I mean quite a lot. So, if you have the update already, then you could just go to the armor customization right away and take a look at what armors there are. Now, you won't be able to use these new armors just yet. They're all locked, and they're probably being saved for like a future season, probably season 5 content, so that's why you can't unlock them yet. But you can preview a lot of the armors. So these are all the new armor pieces being added to Halo 3 officially so far. There's actually even more, but I will get into that a little bit later. But you can preview a decent set of armors right now through the customization menu, and well, it basically includes helmets, chest pieces, shoulder pieces, and even arm and leg pieces for the first time for Halo 3. Now that being said, these armors may look familiar to some of you, and if they look familiar to you, that is because these armors are all actually from the game Halo Online, or some people might know El Dorito. It's like that little PC version of Halo 3 that was supposed to be released only in Russia a while ago, but it got cancelled, but the modding community actually managed to turn into like a fully functioning multiplayer game for PC, which is pretty awesome actually at the time. But now these armors are officially coming to Halo 3 on MCC, for better or for worse. But yeah, so those are just the armors that are viewable. There's actually a lot of other armors from Halo Online, all from Halo Online, that are in the game files, but not officially unlockable or even viewable on the customization menu. So I'm just gonna be showing you guys really quickly all the armors that you can that are available in the game files. Some of these are also available in the customization menu, but I'm just gonna go through all of them. Now, since there's a lot of armors, I'm gonna speed this up a lot and just kind of like briefly discuss this whole update. So this has been kind of a controversial update, which if you've been following Halo Twitter, it's a lot of people have been not so happy about it, and the reason is these armor sets, they just don't look like Halo 3. They look more like they would fit in Halo 4 or even Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer. And a lot of people, including me, really kind of like the original look and feel of Halo 3. And these armors, well, they completely change that look and feel. They kind of like radically, well, I don't want to use the term radically, but they do change it quite a lot, especially if a lot of people start using these armors in multiplayer. And unfortunately, unlike weapon skins and vehicle skins, there's no toggle, no option in the settings to turn off new armors. You can turn off new skins so that you only see the original textures for weapons and vehicles, but nothing like that for armors. And unfortunately, that's it would have been great to have that, because then that would have been a great compromise. But there's no option for that, so that's why a lot of people are upset about these new armors. Is that they're so different from the classic look and feel of Halo 3, and a lot of people do want to like kind of preserve that original feel of Halo 3 that people had like a decade ago. And I for one am all for preserving history as well. Just trying to get Halo 3 as close as it was to what it used to be, while also adding a few improvements here and there. Now these new armors, like I personally don't mind that new armors were added, but I would have much preferred if there was also a toggle or an option to not see the new armors in multiplayer or in game if you don't want to, just like with the skins. But hopefully that is added eventually. But for now, these are all the new armors that you could be seeing in multiplayer in a near future. Maybe not all of them, because a lot of them, most of these aren't actually even available in the customization menu yet. Like, they're not even disabled there. They're just not there at all. But I would imagine, they're not added there for no reason. I would imagine all of them will eventually be used for future season unlocks. Just maybe not all at once. Maybe like season 5 will have a handful of them, then season 6 will have another handful, and so on. And it's basically enough armor pieces, enough armor options to last for maybe a few seasons. But yeah, so like I said, this is kind of controversial because a lot of people do want to preserve that original look and feel of Halo 3, and that's going to be changing going forward. In fact, even the original armor pieces will be changing as well. The models have been changed quite a bit, actually, even in the classic armors. They're not the same as what they used to be anymore either. For starters, the undersuit, also known as the tech suit, has been changed, and other bits and pieces of the model have also been modified as well. It's no longer the original Halo 3 armor that we all have come to know and love. Now, at first glance, you may not really notice much of a difference, which, you know, is fine, and if people didn't point it out to me, I may not have even noticed the difference either. But it has changed, and there's not many ways left to play the original Halo 3 anymore, aside from like the 360 version, or the China MCC version, which you can see here. This is the original MCC version of the Halo 3 armor. It's like I said, it's not like a drastic, radical difference between the default original armors, but you could see the difference, like especially in like the shoes or the boots or whatever you want to call those. I've seen people refer to them as like sandals or flip-flops on the new version of MCC, the way it's been changed. So, you know, if you're like a Halo preservationist, or you just, you know, you much prefer the original look and feel of Halo 3 on MCC, unfortunately that's not really gonna be possible anymore going forward, unless we at least get like a toggle to turn off the new armors. But even the classic armors have been changed too, somewhat. So really, as far as MCC goes, the only way to play Halo 3 and its like original look and feel would actually be a China MCC, the China version, which still works. I mean, the customization menu, as you saw there, is extremely limited compared to the customization menu we have now, as in you only have like predefined sets of armor. So really there is no customization, you could just choose what set you want. But aside from that, the models, the textures and everything, they're all original, just, you know, upscaled to 1080p compared to OG Halo 3 on the Xbox 360. But in-game and, you know, wherever else you see the model, it's all original. So this is basically the last, you know, bit of like preserved history, so to speak, where you can experience Halo 3 on Xbox One with all the benefits that you get with the MCC, aside from like the Xbox One X enhancements. But yeah, so people are understandably upset about that, and hopefully 343 does remedy that in the future, either with like a toggle option, or even like, I would actually like rather see these armors in Halo 2 Anniversary, because in Halo 2 Anniversary, it doesn't matter like about preserving the original version. Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer is basically brand new from the ground up, so there's no precedent there to, you know, preserve what it was at launch. So that would be great too, or the toggle would work fine too. I don't know which option is easier or better, but it's just in my opinion, that would be nice to see. But yeah, so there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and found it to be interesting, and as always, if you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!